Welcome home.
Wow.
Do you like it?
Yes, that's what I wanted.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks, honey.
So, we had our French toast this morning and now we're here checking out the house. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. And the reason I wanted to show you this entryway here is because we had a little issue a couple weeks ago where I told the client that she wasn't going to get this entryway, and I told her that this wall was going to be completely a wall and she wasn't going to be able to walk through. So needless to say, that didn't go too well for me. Here, we're going to roll some film and I'm going to show you what that was like for me. So I'm out here at our temporary home and I'm out here making some chicken nuggets. And I just got back from the job site and I went and saw my wife and I said, hey, look, turns out we can't do the opening on the other side of the stair exactly as we want to. And now you're not going to be able to go straight from the kitchen to the stair. And let's just say she's really not that happy about it. Do you care to comment about how I ruined your plans?
Yeah. The whole reason we're doing the remodel is to open up that stair. So, if you can't open up the stair, then we did the entire remodel for no reason.
Do you really feel that way?
So I guess we should sell the house.
Alright, so you can see that that didn't go so well, so in the last couple weeks we had to figure out how to make it happen. So initially the wall was going to stop right here, but we thought it would be great if you could blow this whole wall out, and what that's going to do is allow for a really cool line of sight all the way from the kitchen straight into the living room. And you can see where that header is drawn up there. You can see where that header is drawn up there. That's going to be a 12-foot sliding patio door unit. So from the kitchen, which is directly behind you, you're going to be able to see all the way into the living room and all the way out onto the porch, which is going to be pretty cool. And I think the client is happy. And just before we start the tour, thank you to everybody that's been putting likes on the videos or subscribing or even asking questions in the comments. That's a lot of fun. So if you have any questions about how things are going, please leave a comment. And if you like the videos, please like them or subscribe. Thanks. We're starting a remodel. I am the general contractor. My wife is the client. And I have to get this done by the end of April or else I'm in big trouble. For today's tour, we're going to cover 4 areas pretty briefly. And the first one is that we got historic approval for our exterior addition and also for our 12-foot sliding patio door unit. So we'll show you how that progress is going. The second piece is HVAC. We've got all of our HVAC hooked up. The third is plumbing and the fourth is electrical and lighting. So those are the 4 areas we're going to cover today. With that being said, let's start the tour. The first thing I mentioned was we got approval from the Bristol Historic Commission, and we are going to be doing a 12-foot sliding patio door unit right there. So there's going to be 4 3-foot panels, and the middle 2 will be right in the middle, and they'll slide open like that. And so that'll give us a 6-foot opening right there to there, from which we can walk between the porch and the living room. We're really excited about that. Next stop's going to be downstairs, where we can check out the HVAC unit. What you see down here is the air handler for the basement, and this is a Hydro-air unit, as I mentioned before, and this is going to provide all the heating and cooling to the first floor out of this unit. So we've got all of this ductwork going on here. This duct line over here runs to the kitchen, to to provide heating and cooling, and the duct lines as they go down here. This one provides heating and cooling to the living room. Moving right along, there's one back there that's going to heat and cool the entryway. This duct line over here, oh, there's a nice map of the US. This duct over here is going to power the den. This one's in the dining room. And then the last piece here, right here, that's the return. So that's the one that sucks all the air back in from the house and brings it back into the Hydro-air unit to recirculate it. Now we're going to go to the third floor and check out the Hydro-air unit that powers the third floor and the second floor. Okay, let's go. I'm a little out of breath from all those stairs. Here's the third floor Hydro-air unit. Fits nicely into this knee wall. So we had to pull the drywall down and put that unit in there. And you can see the ductwork is going to run all the way around this third floor. See that? So the ductwork runs in the knee wall so that you can drop it in through the ceiling on the second floor, which worked out pretty nicely. And because the front of the house doesn't have a knee wall, we had to build a soffit around it. So there you have the ductwork for the HVAC system. So you might be asking yourself, what's a Hydro-air system and why did you get that? Great question. Pretty much the same question I asked myself when the HVAC contractor was asking me if I wanted one. We didn't have a central AC system initially. So if I wanted air conditioning and we didn't want to do mini split units just for the visual, then that meant we would have had to install a central AC system and then buy a bunch of baseboard heating units. So when I put the numbers together, it sort of made sense just to make the leap and do a all-in-one Hydro-air system. The other thing that was really important to us was not having a forced hot air system, because it bothers our sinuses and gives us allergies in the winter because the air is really dry coming through a furnace. So the thing with these Hydro-air systems is that they connect to the boiler. The boiler runs hot water over these coils in the Hydro-air system, and then the air gets pushed through them and basically pushes the vapor, the moisturized air, into the house as the heating source. So it's a good way to tie your boiler and your HVAC and your AC system together to give you a heating and cooling solution that kind of makes well, in our case, made the most of what we already had. So that's it for the HVAC portion. Next, we're going to talk about plumbing. We're here at the master bathroom, which is where I want to highlight some new plumbing. And this is the only new bathroom that we're putting in as part of this remodel. So obviously there's a lot of plumbing work that has to take place. The way this bathroom is going to be laid out is there will be a shower right there. There's going to be a tub right over here. There's going to be a toilet right over there. And lastly, there'll be a vanity right there. So when it came to hooking up the plumbing for this, obviously we had to install a lot of new drains and vents to do the plumbing for these items. So you can see here, this is where the shower drain is going to come up. This line right here is going to go under here and be the drain for the tub. As you can see, there's another drain line right there. That's going to come up right along this wall for the toilet. There's that drain right there, and the 2 water supply lines for the vanity. And the thing to notice is all of these drains, they all go back to the same place, which is this drain stack right here, which takes us right back down into the basement. So we built a soffit around the drain stack as it goes through the first floor, and all those drains end up at the same place in the basement. So that's pretty cool. We're excited about all that new plumbing, and most importantly, we're excited about this new bathroom. Last thing to cover for today is all of the new lighting that we have going in. As this was a really old house, built in 1850, as with most old houses, it doesn't have any overhead lights and outlets are sparse. So we have put in recessed overhead lights, or we've wired for all the recessed overhead lights, and we've put in a lot of new outlets all throughout the house. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of some of the overheads in that we've done so far, mostly in the second floor. Uh-oh, it sounds like something is afoot. We better check it out. Oh no. So our big dog here is very scared of beeps. And he hates this GoPro because it beeps at him all the time. It's okay, buddy. Everybody tell Tarzan it's okay. It's okay, Tarzan. All right, so that's the update for today. Thanks everybody for watching along. And like I said earlier, please put a like on it, subscribe to the video, maybe share it with a friend, or ask me some questions in the comments, and Stevie and I will be sure to answer. Thanks, and see you next time.